Your feet can warn you hours before a leg cramp attacks in the middle of the night. Most people feel fine, until they don't. In this video, I'll show you 10 early signs your legs are cramp-ready, especially for seniors. This is educational, not medical advice. And stay with me because the last sign is the one people ignore the longest. And it's often the reason cramps keep coming back. Leg cramps feel random, but they usually leave clues, small ones, before they strike. People dismiss them because they blame aging, stress, or I just walk too much. Myth bust. Night leg cramps are not the same thing as restless legs. Cramps are a sudden, painful muscle lock, while restless legs is more like an urge to move. And here's the good part. I'll also give you 10 foods that may help your muscles stay calmer and more stable. Starting this week. Picture this. It's evening. You're in the living room or you've just climbed into bed. You stretch your feet a little. And then, bam, your calf or foot tightens like a knot. Or you wake up at 2 a.m. standing on the floor trying to walk it out, whisper yelling because it hurts too much to be loud. Has that ever happened to you? Night leg cramps are common as we get older. Some research suggests around 37–50% of older adults deal with them. Most cramps are not dangerous, but they can wreck sleep, increase fall risk when you jump out of bed, and make people scared to walk or exercise. The good news is, small changes can reduce strain and help you spot when cramps might be a sign of something bigger, like dehydration, circulation issues, nerve problems, or certain medications. Mayo Clinic notes that kidney problems, diabetic nerve damage, and blood flow problems can be linked with night leg cramps, and even some water pills may be associated too. Now let's start with the signs your body shows before the big cramp hits. Number 10. Tiny muscle twitching. You're sitting still and you feel a small flutter in your calf or the bottom of your foot, like a tiny vibration. It doesn't hurt yet, but it's annoying. This can happen when a muscle is getting irritable from fatigue, low fluids, or after a long day on your feet. Quick self-check. Place your hand on the calf and see if the twitching comes in little waves. When to act. If twitching comes with weakness, numbness, or new back pain, talk to a clinician, especially if it's new for you. And the next one is more common than people think.
A lot of you watch these health tips regularly but aren't subscribed. Kindly hit subscribe so we can keep improving and growing together.
Number 9. Tight toes after sitting. You stand up after sitting for a while and your toes feel stiff, like your foot wants to curl. Long sitting can reduce normal blood flow and keep muscles in one position too long. That can make them snap into a cramp later. Quick self-check. Point your toes down, then pull them up toward your shin. Slowly. Does it feel tight or shaky? When to act. If you also have swelling, color change, or one foot feels colder than the other, get checked. Because number 8 can show up right in your shoes. Number 8. Your socks leave deep marks. You take off your socks and the lines are deep. Your ankles look puffy by evening. Swelling can be linked to long-standing salty meals, certain meds or circulation issues, and swelling can make the muscles in the lower leg feel heavy and crampy. Quick self-check. Press a finger gently above the ankle for 3 seconds. If it leaves a dent, note it. When to act. Sudden swelling in one leg, redness, warmth, or pain could be urgent. Get medical help. Next, this one is a quiet warning many people ignore. Number 7. Dry mouth plus darker urine in the evening. You feel dry, a little cotton mouth, and your urine looks darker late in the day. Dehydration and electrolyte imbalance can confuse the signals muscles use to relax, making muscles tighten or shorten. Quick self-check. Do you feel more thirsty than usual? Are you drinking less because you don't want to get up at night? When to act. If dehydration keeps happening, talk to your clinician, especially if you're on diuretics or have kidney heart issues. And number 6 is a big one. Number 6. Cramps after a new medicine change. You started a new medication, or the dose changed, and suddenly cramps show up more. Some medications are associated with cramping in certain people. For example, diuretics are often mentioned in leg cramp discussions. And some underlying conditions can also play a role. Quick self-check. Think back 2 to 6 weeks. Did anything change in your pills or supplements? When to act. Don't stop meds on your own. Call the prescriber and ask if cramps are a known side effect and what to adjust. Now, the next sign is the one people mistake for just getting older. Number 5. Heavy calves after light activity. You didn't even do much, maybe a short walk, and your calves feel heavy, tight, and tired. This can happen when muscles are deconditioned, when circulation is not great, or when you're not recovering well from activity. Quick self-check. Does it get better after resting, elevating legs, or gently stretching? When to act. If walking causes cramping pain that improves quickly when you stop, ask a clinician about blood flow and nerve compression possibilities. Pause. Quick check, because we're halfway. Quick check. Which one have you noticed? Comment one word. Twitching, swelling, dry, heavy, or none. And save this, because the night you need it most, you won't remember these signs. Number 4. Foot cramps in bed before sleep. You're not even asleep yet, and your foot arch starts to tighten. That can happen when muscles are already low on fluid, stressed from the day, or stuck in a pointed toe position for too long. Quick self-check. Keep your feet neutral, not pointed, and stretch your calf gently for 20-30 seconds. When to act. If this happens often, track your hydration, your caffeine, alcohol, and your late-day salt. Because number 3 is sneaky. Number 3. Pins and needles or numbness in feet. You get tingling, burning, or numb patches in your feet. Then later you cramp. Nerve issues like neuropathy can change how your muscles behave and how you sense tightness early. Mayo Clinic lists diabetic nerve damage and kidney failure among conditions linked with night leg cramps. Quick self-check. Lightly touch different parts of your foot. Do both feet feel the same? When to act. Numbness, new weakness, or balance issues should be discussed with a clinician, especially for seniors. Now, number 2 is a big red flag when it's new. Number 2. Cramps with swelling plus shortness of breath. If cramps show up along with swelling that's getting worse and you feel unusually winded, that's not something to brush off. Poor circulation, fluid issues, and heart or kidney conditions can all be part of the bigger picture. Quick self-check. Are shoes suddenly tighter? Are you waking up short of breath? When to act, this needs medical attention, especially if symptoms are new, fast, or severe. And now, the number 1 sign most people ignore the longest. Number 1. Cramps that wake you up repeatedly. If you're waking up with cramps again and again, week after week, your body is asking for a deeper look. Sometimes it's simple, hydration, minerals, activity. But sometimes it's tied to meds, nerves, blood flow, or another condition. Quick self-check. Keep a 7-day note. When does it happen? What did you drink? What did you eat? And how active were you? When to act. Talk to your doctor if cramps are frequent, severe, or affecting sleep, especially if you're over 60.